You are listening to the CigarNoise Boys. Sitting on a cornflake, waiting for the van to come. Corporation t-shirt, stupid bloody Tuesday. Man, you've been a naughty boy. You let your face grow long.
I started typing in the lyrics and I got...
No, you can't. Oh, come on.
You know what song popped up? Sitting on the dock of the bay. Or I don't know how the rest of that song goes. I have no idea what song that is. Dave, do you?
No. Music is my Achilles heel.
I am the walrus.
But I like it when you do it better. I like it when you sing it.
I told you we're gonna start a duo, Tyler and I. Well, that will be the Viso Horny. The Viso
There you
Horny
go.
duo. I'm the walrus by the Beatles. My goodness.
Oh my god.
What's up, everybody? This is Dom. Tyler, as always. Joined today by Dave West.
What's up, boys?
Dave the Wagon West, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. Dave, I know you're not smoking tonight. You're a little under the weather, yeah?
Yeah, but on the mend.
Do you have any special elixir helping that cold go away?
Yeah, so it's rye and Coke Zero, man. Rye and Coke Zero. That's the stuff.
I still have not tried Coke Zero.
It's good.
Yeah. I'm just not a regular Coke guy because I feel like the sugar is too sugary. Like I feel it in my mouth. It's weird.
All right. Have you done a blind taste on Cokes? Well, they have like 5 different kinds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Diet.
All I know
Coke
is
Zero.
Diet Coke sucks. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not about that.
Actually, I like Diet Pepsi better, but my wife hates it, so I'm stuck with Coke Zero.
the problem with any kind of Pepsi product, the moment you pop the can on it, it's flat.
Mmm.
You know what I'm digging though now is a lot of these restaurants, they have those soda machines where you can make your own concoctions, you know, like Qdoba.
Yeah.
So I'll go there, I'll get a Powerade Zero strawberry. You know, I don't drink much soda, and it's a lot of Powerade now. Zero Powerade.
Yeah, my son always pisses everybody off in the restaurant, and I have to like shield him from all the angry looks and like guide him away from the mob because he wants like one of every single flavor in his cup.
What's that called again? That's called something.
Tsunami? Or suicide?
Yeah.
Suicide, I think.
Yeah. There we go.
I always do on those machines an Arnold Palmer, but with Sprite.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I remember I went to a movie theater, and I'm from central Wisconsin. It's a really small place, and the movie theaters are like, the screens are super, super tiny, and I was filling up my big bladder buster with Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke, and I kept pushing the cup against the little lever to, and I was filling up a little bit at a time, and the guy's like, "You're gonna break it." I'm like, "I'm trying to fill it up without overfilling it, guy. Calm down. I'm the only one in your theater."
Jeez.
Dave, in your honor, I cracked out the Yippee-Ki-Yay by High West.
Nice.
Very
Very
I
nice.
have to
What do
say,
you think about it?
it's not worth the price, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's got still a good amount of spice and flavor went up, but I don't think I'm gonna drop the cost again. I think it was like 80 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the same. I got that and I was excited about both. And yeah, for my money, I mean the double rye I think is fantastic. Like for the price, it's just insane. But I like the campfire. There are other weird wonky stuff just because it's kind of unique. But the other limited edition ryes I've had from them, I mean they're good. They're just not, $70 to $90 good.
Agreed. Do you have any?
Especially.
Do you party?
I was just gonna say, especially with the that Angel's Envy rye you turned me on to.
Oh,
That stuff is crazy.
yes.
It's like Christmas in a glass.
Yeah, it doesn't even almost taste like a rye, but I love it.
Yeah, it's got like this cinnamon thing going on with it.
Do you have a bottle that you plan on opening for Thanksgiving?
No.
Wild turkey.
Ugh.
Dude, I think I'm done actually. So I've been just buying this Angel's Envy, and I think I'm done buying anything else. I really think I found the one, and I don't want to go down any more rabbit holes. I want that rye all the time.
Do you think that'll ever happen to you with a cigar? You just find the best cigar and you'll never want to try anything else?
Well, it's funny because you remember a long time ago I was stuck on the CI train. You know, I was the fucking diesel king.
We've all been there.
Yeah, man. So for a long time, diesel was like my cigar. You know, and so yeah. I was there. I can't do that again with cigars, I don't think. I love trying new cigars. So many bottles you get. Like every time I come back through duty free, I got to grab something new. And just more often than not, I'm disappointed. But that Angel's Envy rye is like coming home, man. I love it. I think I'm done with finding new rye.
I have one bottle I just picked up of that, and I was thinking about bringing it to Thanksgiving, but it was either last year or 2 years ago. I brought one bottle because we sometimes do tasting after a day. This is like my country side of the family. So we like go shooting clay targets. We always have a nice outside fire. But they didn't really enjoy it. My uncle just pours whiskey on ice and then Coke on top. He doesn't like or appreciate the nice stuff. So I'm not going to... Like, that's more power to him. That's great. But I'm not going to give him something good if he's going to do that.
That's like giving someone an Atabay, watch them cut past the triple cap and light the first third with their, they put the flame right on there. And
their Zippo.
Yeah, their Zippo without the butane insert.
Apply some chapstick. It tastes like some flavored chapstick before smoking.
Tastes like gasoline.
Wait, do people do that? Is that a thing?
The chapstick?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Like, cause
I want to know more about this. I feel like that could actually be a thing.
It would work. Like, I was not really related, but I was thinking about, could you smoke a cigar and chew gum, like a flavorless bubble gum, and somehow, no, because you'd have to inhale the smoke to get it into the bubble. Never mind. I just saw a vaping video and I thought, "Whoa, can you do this with a cigar?"
Well, you can blow cigar smoke into a large bubble wand and create large smoky bubbles.
Okay. Cool. Has anybody done that?
Yeah, I did it when my kids weren't looking.
Nice.
It was cool.
You could almost make a whole Instagram page out of that. Try to feed off the vape trend.
Oh God, no. I asked the shop owner if he could order me a vape thing. He's like, yeah, you just can never ever bring it here and use it in front of people. I'm like, oh okay, I'll pass that. Well, it's like, I don't know, just once in a while when I'm working my full-time gig, it'd be nice just to. Cause yesterday I worked 16 hours and I ended up smoking. I had brought 2 Toros and I ended up smoking like half of them, which I should have just brought like a surrogate 8-baller or. It'd be nice if we would have gotten those patina precipitation sizes in. We're getting those tomorrow, the 4x50s.
Ooh, so jumping into that, BOTL E-Man, Eric wants to know, first of all, was Lake County getting them, and what's the price point on them?
Well, first of all, I corrected you in the pregame that it's Lake Country Cigars.
What did I say?
Lake County. Lake County.
It's the same thing.
Uh-huh. And yes, we are getting a few boxes of each. Mukau already bought one of each, or he's got one reserved. They are $7.95 a cigar. I'm not sure what the box price is. There's 16 in a box. I'm really excited about that, man. And it's especially in that size, man. But I got a kind of funny story. So I'm going to Nicaragua with Mo. And so we were talking for about 20 minutes on my ride from the cigar shop back home. And besides the fact that it was raining out and I almost hit the car in front of me, even though I was lighting my cigar. I'll blame that. But I almost nearly missed the car. But we got done. Mo's like, I got to call you back. He's like, all right, love you, bro. I'm like, love you too. It was so freaking awkward. So I'm like, good talking to you, man. See you in a couple weeks. It was, it was like, because he was like, yeah, love you, bro. I'm like, yeah, love you. It's like, okay, that sounds like I'm saying it to like my dad or my mom on the phone or a significant other, not like, to your bro kind of deal. So
he's gonna go to now.
Who brings that out in people?
He does. He does. And I'm sure he's relieved that where we stay at in Esteli, there's we got separate bedrooms there, so I'm sure he's relieved about that.
Yeah, he elicits it somehow. He's got to have some crazy pheromones or something. I don't know, something about Mo. He just makes you want to be sensual in like a friendly, hey Mo, get over here kind of way,
Get over here.
It sounds like a Hallmark film. Something about Mo.
Something about Mo.
Like you go to pat him on the back and it turns into like a slow rub situation. I don't know what it is.
And your shirt's off. His shirt's off.
Whoa! You're on the bed.
Yeah, and what's weird is I've never met him in person, but like it comes through the phone. I don't know how. Digital pheromones.
Oh, I got a funny story too.
He was. Me first.
Go
I would have got just real quick. He was the first person I met who was ever on CigarNoise. Actually, Mo was.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's cool. When you hugged, was it a slow hug?
You know what? I had a little too much rum that night. I was just focused on getting back to my apartment. I did. So this was the Mombacho party 2 IPCPRs ago.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3. No, 3. And I pulled the noob move. I asked him, because this is before I had a patina. And I asked him if he was going to be at the show, and he said no. And I said, well, do you have any sticks I can, review? And he's like, you know what, Dom, I'm gonna give you a pass because you're kind of new at this. But we had like a group, and he's just like, you know what, I hate these reviewers who just think they're entitled to free cigars and whatnot. And I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry. What am I doing here?
No, but
speaking see, about, can tell you that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate this slap in the face.
I'm just saying, he's like the Robert Redford of like cigars. You know what I mean? Like when he says something and he may be just joking around. Damn, you're right, Mo. I do need to rethink about my life.
Yeah.
Do you want to hug Robert Redford?
Yeah, there's something. I feel like if I were to hug Robert Redford / Mo Malley, I couldn't do like the 3 pat, early dismissal, like, hey, nice to meet you, Pat. I feel like there would be a little.
Inhale, you hug, and then. Then
I missed your scent.
Yeah.
You feel your hand sliding down past the small of his back.
Dude, speaking of which, people in California are all huggers, and it threw me for. I just did not expect it.
I dislike it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh man.
Because a few things. First of all, I'm just super into high fives, but also from like middle school through high school, I couldn't hug a girl without just springing a boner. So I was just like, I would just stay away from hugs.
Oh God. That's
That's awesome.
I have an active imagination.
You ever hear that? You ever hear that Saturday Night Live? Jizz in your pants.
Yeah, Lonely Island.
Yeah, open the window and a breeze rolls in. And you just
ate a grape.
Yeah.
That's a good
Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense. Oh my god.
Oh, that is good.
So if Mo is the Robert Redford, who is Mukau?
Oh, I feel like he's got some Paul Rudd going on.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Ooh.
just a nice guy and well liked
Yeah.
and
Look at us. Yeah.
yeah. All right, I can see that.
Dude, Tyler, was that your first analogy?
Oh, did I just do something here?
Dude, way to extemporize. Totally impromptu.
Big words, bro.
Yeah, I'm a spelling teacher, but I can't get counting country right. Oh, crap.
You've been drinking and you haven't been smoking though.
No. Oh, brings up a question. Start out with Dave. When you're smoking and you're just smoking all day, it's a Super Bowl. Okay?
Uh-huh.
What goes first, your tongue or your nose?
Ooh. If I'm outside, I feel like it's definitely my tongue. If I'm inside, like in a lounge, it's most definitely my nose.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
For me, it's my tongue.
Tongue?
Yeah, but I rarely smoke outside. Like, well, I was telling you, I smoked those 2 cigars at work outside yesterday. I did not enjoy them. You take a puff, and before you know it, the smoke is 10 feet away from you. Like, I like to sit in my own smoke. That sounds weird, but I like to smoke in a lounge. Yeah, in my car. I like the hot box, any area I'm in.
I understand you like to see the smoke. It's like when I'm driving, because I drive with my convertible top down. I don't really see the smoke, so sometimes I wonder if it's lit, and I don't think about just tasting it. But dude, I prefer smoking outside of 100%.
So does Rich. I don't.
Because usually you have something to look at. Ideally, just looking at a brick wall outside.
I'm usually talking to somebody or on my phone. So.
I just feel like I can taste more outside.
Yeah, that's what Rich said too.
Yeah, and I will say though that at Maximar there was really good ventilation. I was surprised. Like a lot of the lounges in my area, there's not that great of ventilation. So as soon as I go inside, it feels like my senses are just cut in half. But at Maximar, I mean, we smoked so long. I'm pretty sure I got nicotine sick and then just powered through and then like forgot about it.
Oh my god! I remember just sitting there I was sitting in the small batch area by Andrew's desk, and we were just like we got into like deep conversation, and every time I finished one, or I'm looking around, he just hand me one. I'm just keep firing them up like. It was awesome. Yeah, even in that little room there, or not a little room, but in the his area. Well, his area is a little small where his desk is, but it's really good ventilation. That was a great time there. Oh yeah, I guess we barely missed each other. Well, not barely, but a couple weeks, I think.
Yes, that's wild, man. I wish it could have worked out. That'd have been cool. It was crazy just seeing people that you've known for years, and just bam, here they are right in your face. Crazy.
Had you never met Andrew before?
No, never.
Whoa.
Yeah, and most weeks we have a chat about different things, and we've probably talked on the phone for I don't know hundreds of hours, like never face to face, and that was just crazy cool, man. And that was the day actually, that the first day. So we're just sitting there smoking, and we get in at like I don't know 8:39, and we're just smoking, and I think lunch was like 2. And so, like, probably had 8 or 9 cigars in between there, and I thought I died and like came back to life at one point, and it was crazy, but yeah, it was awesome, man. Just seeing people and putting a face to it and the mannerisms, and it was wild. It'd been cool to see you there, Tyler. And man, I was so hoping to work it out to get to see Dom.
Yeah.
But, I feel like Californians are in this tiny little county, but apparently it's a big state.
I think it's a lot bigger than people expect.
Yeah. I was shocked, man. I was shocked.
When you get back, we still have to have a CigarNoise meetup with all the guys. Sean, Rich, Ted.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of guys. I don't know. Because PCA, I don't know if that'd be the best place to do it. We could just have like a big herf during summer or something. I don't know, be sick.
That'd be cool.
One of these years.
Dave, are you going to the trade show this year?
Nah, man. I'm going to be shipping out like 3 weeks before the trade show again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's the worst. But my rotation partner, he's thinking about moving on with his life. He's got an auto body shop, so he's kind of tired of deploying and having to leave his whole workspace. So if he ever decides he's just done, then I'm going to try to slide into his rotation. And it's the exact inverse of my current one, so it means I'll have literally the Nicaraguan, Dominican, German, Las Vegas, all the trade shows will open up.
Nice.
But would you have to work a back-to-back shift abroad?
Yeah, to slide into his, yeah. That'd be the sucky part, 6 months straight.
Yeah.
But it'd be worth it, man. It'd pay off.
Well, hey,
because now I miss Christmas, I miss summer, I miss literally all the cigar events of the year.
Yeah. Well, I know I have, because I was talking with Tyler, this is probably 4 podcasts ago. I have summer off because I teach, so I was thinking about meeting up with Tyler at some point, but I'm going to see him hopefully at PCA again this year. But also, if I'm traveling over there, you're in what, Louisiana?
Tennessee.
Louisiana. Tennessee?
Yeah.
Like, if I can catch you before you go out, I might just make a trip out of it. Hit up Eric.
That'd be awesome.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think it'd be cool if we could work out the timeline to do a meetup. If we could hit up like Pigeon Forge area, get one of those big cabins, rent it out for a week or so, and just hang out, smoke cigars.
It'd be sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Life goals, man. I just really need to be off in the summer, and then we can make that kind of stuff happen.
Yeah. So how did you get started with small batch?
Man, I really don't remember how it all started. We used to do different things with them, like a sampler of the week kind of deal, because we would sell our CigarNoise coins and mugs and cups and stuff to offset the app costs. And we just started talking about different things, and he wanted to get the blogging side of small batch up, and I just ended up taking that over. And I guess it's been more than 2 years.
Nice.
About 2.5 years. I really can't tell you how it worked out.
Because I was telling him that I use small batch like I use half wheel. I check both sites like 5-10 times a day. I check the new arrivals. I check the the press releases. I always check for the blind reviews, and I've been trying to contribute more towards the convo. I want that $25 gift card, so if you can hook that up.
Dude, is that not like the best value ever? Like most of the time, there's always just about less than 30 comments. So you got like 1 in a 15 or 1 in 30 chance of $25 for sharing your opinion.
That's true.
Facebook doesn't give me those kind of odds to share my opinion.
Nope.
Hey,
I like what you're doing with that a lot. It's cool.
It's cool, man.
Dave.
Thank you.
Speaking about the blind reviews, does anybody ever agree with the California review? Because
what? I'm gonna say
pull up like
I do.
Okay, thank you, Dave. I feel like maybe I'm too young because I pull up flavors like Tricks.
So,
Go ahead.
well, tricks are for kids.
Yeah, right. Oh.
There you have it.
But I feel like I do a lot of times because those off the wall kind of flavors, they drill it down for me specifically. Because like sometimes you're smoking a cigar and you're like, man, that tastes a lot like cedar, but then a few minutes later you're like, ooh, there's some oak, and so you're right, wood, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or baking spices. Talked about that with Vlad a little bit. It's kind of a cop out, but it's also kind of a space saver because maybe you do taste some cinnamon, maybe you do taste some nutmeg. Baking spices lumps it all together.
Cardamom.
But yeah. But when you get specific with it, I like that, and I feel like if you're smoking the cigar and reading the review, you can pull out those specificities, like if that's even the right word.
It works.
But you can extract that if you're following along with the textbook,
Because I just sent my latest review in, and it gets weird at the end there. I'm just gonna let you know.
All right, dude. Also, it's funny because you don't send in the breakdown. So like whether this is for the pairing or whether this is for the if you like that, you'll like this. So sometimes I'm staring at it for like 5, 6, 7 minutes. Like, is that the pairing suggestion or is that the if-then statement?
Well, pairing's always a drink for me.
Well, yeah, but sometimes when there's food involved, you're like, I don't know. Is he thinking about pairing it with food? Sometimes I don't know. Like, I think one of them said something like hot babes, and I'm like, okay, are you pairing the cigar with hot babes?
I see.
Like...
Yeah, it can be tough. That's on me.
It's just funny. No. It could go either way sometimes. It just makes me laugh.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Dom's pairings.
As long as my reviews are like my fantasy team, as long as they barely make playoffs, that's what matters. That's what counts.
Am I out yet?
I'm just glad you guys still like doing them because it's really the best day of the week.
It's
Fridays
fun, and it changed how I smoke cigars because oftentimes I just would, unless I was doing like an analogy video. I mean, you're smoking a cigar, you're not often thinking about the cigar, depending on if you're working or even hanging out with people. Maybe too busy in conversation. But for a blind review, you are focusing on what you're experiencing, and that's really, really cool. I enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
So how do you select the cigars for the blind review, or that secret?
Well, if we give away all the tricks, then Dom will know everything.
Yeah, keep that out. I can't know this. Admittedly, a few times it's been a weird Vitola, and I've thought, has something come out recently on small batch? And I've gone and looked after writing the review, but just to check, kind of like taking a sneak peek at your Christmas present, then wrapping it again. Yeah.
I will say probably 70% easy comes from stuff that's come out in the last few months. That's not too specific of a statement. Maybe more like 80%. We want to capture the new stuff. It's practical for the website SEO and for people looking at purchasing new things. And then we'll also throw in some oldies from time to time because I feel like a lot of oldies are still really amazing. We just forget about it. It's so easy because of all the new things coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also like how just randomly it'll be a name brand, something you can find everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you have Punch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for some reason, I enjoy Punch cigars.
Keeps you on your toes.
They're good.
Now, I don't know if you can answer this or not, or if you and Andrew have talked to it. Like, when a favorable review, do you notice an uptick that you can directly lead to the review, or is it, it depends on the brand's marketing, or what do you think or have heard?
We'd have to drill down into that data. I don't know if we've looked at it. I think sometimes we specifically don't look at it because it's just such a good thing to not be linked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's part of small batch, but also it's separate in the sense that we don't use the driving sales near as much as people would expect. So it's kind of non-biased in that respect. But I think it does. So I've heard several times, like the Atabay review, which was a fantastic review all around. I mean, it was 3 box purchases, it's never happened before. I've been told maybe 10 times that they tried Atabay because of that review, which, considering all the people that would never reach out and say something about it, who knows? It could be 1% of folks that would actually reach out and say something. So I think that got a lot of people to try Atabay. And I have to believe that if somebody follows each week and they see the California review and they kind of track the same preferences and he really likes something, I can imagine they toss it in their next purchase. I think it makes sense to me. Well, especially with a sampler.
I like too that it's not like you're hitting it over the head. Buy this, buy it, buy it. It's like you have the review, and on the bottom, here's the link. Bam, that's it. You know,
that's what's different than some of the other cigar press releases or whatever. Because this is an online distributor, and we're given free range to just say whatever the crap we want.
Yeah, because
I feel kind of bad, but I guess that's what makes it so unique is when we're saying what we feel about cigars, it's completely our words.
Yeah, because you see reviews where people who work at shops and it's like all 90 to 100, and it's every cigar they review they recommend.
Yeah.
But
yeah. The one thing that drives me crazy on these is whenever there's a size of a cigar that I just can't get enough of, I love it. But then a different size gets reviewed and it gets crushed. And I'm like, oh, my baby.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes you want to cry just a little bit inside sometimes.
Have you tried that new small batch exclusive with the Cazdagli?
Yeah, the Pony Express.
How is it?
I liked it. It's got a rye bread thing going on.
I'm into rye bread. All right.
Yeah, me too. It's, from what I understand, they said it's mellowed a lot. I didn't try it for about 10 days or so when I got it. They said, as soon as it hit the shop, right off the truck, it was kind of spicy up front, and then it went into that rye bread kind of thing. The one I got, I wasn't getting, or the one I smoked already, I wasn't getting hardly any spice. It went right into the rye bread. I didn't start getting a little bit of pepper until well past the first third. But it was very smooth, very easygoing, very, very rye.
Nice. We'll go on.
I feel like most of the time you get pepper at the first third and it dissipates. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty rare for me that you would smoke something and then you get pepper in the second or third or later.
Yeah, it was weird for me too because it was just so mellow and chill. And then I got, the peppercorn flavor and that spice tingling on the tongue. And it wasn't up front. It was strange. But I feel like it's a unique cigar, and Cazdagli stuff, it's already in a unique space. But it's got to be hard for them to keep coming out with unique stuff. But they did it again.
And so I already asked you, Dave, if you had a bottle to open for Thanksgiving. But cigars that you plan on smoking for Thanksgiving, this should be released on Saturday after Thanksgiving, but I might have time to try to do another cigar analogies video or whatever. So I'm trying to pick between what cigars I want to smoke. You guys, Dave, starting out, do you have cigars? If your cold is completely out of the way.
Yeah. So I really need the Davidoff small batch number 11. That's the last one in the comparison review chart I've been making and building off of. And I wasn't feeling sick, but I smoked it and I couldn't taste it. And I was like, no, this sucks. I'm probably gonna be sick now. So I could taste it. I took tasting notes and I wrote my thoughts about it, but the body was completely like I could not sense the weight of the smoke on my palate at all. It was like smoking air, and it was so strange and it pissed me off. So I really want to get back around to that one and call that a done chapter, except for 16, which is unreleased so far. That's my main goal.
The number you said was the 11?
Yeah.
Okay, because Eve, what's his name? Eve Plattner, he wanted to know last week about the small batch releases. And I told him, I think I mentioned, you're putting together a nice spreadsheet based on the body, strength, and some of the flavors you're picking up. Because there are a good amount of, how many of them? 12?
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12, and 16 is coming out.
Okay, so
I think they skip 6 and 9 and 10.
Oh, if they just skipped 6 and 9, that would have been great.
Yeah, it's easy as far as my preferences go. 1, 4, 8 is kind of the magic for me.
Okay, I have not yet jumped on any, so I'm kind of.
Oh man, got to.
I'm waiting on that article, see what you like. Might jump on 2, see if our palates line up.
Yeah. I think it's well worth it. It's a few of them did not taste highly original, like that Pony Express. That Pony Express was just a very unique expression to me. A few of them of the small batch Davidoffs, you could point at another Davidoff and be like, okay, I see where this one's kind of coming from. It feels a little familiar.
Yeah.
But a few of them were just in my top probably 6 for the year.
Ooh.
Yeah, a few of them were really magical, man. Really magical.
Am I the only one who thought that this was a exclusive to small batch cigars?
I when I first read it, I was like, damn it, why didn't anybody tell me about this? So yeah, I feel you 100%.
I didn't find out until like 2 days ago when a shop local to me posted it. We got very small limits of the small batch Davidoffs. I'm like, wait, what?
I'll tell you, I was gonna sleep on these. I forget where the first 1 or 2 came in, but they pissed me off when they did like the master blender and then the master selection, and they just dropped like 30 cigars in a couple of weeks, and I was smoking through, and I just wasn't that impressed for the price point. It just kind of jaded me a little bit. But then I started smoking these, and if you also were jaded with crazy white label 1 through 15 or something, Cigar Bonanza Davidoff did a few. Give these a shot, because I'm very impressed with like 4 of the 8 or 9, and the others I didn't have a bad cigar. It's just those 4 were just really, really good to me.
And then you can buy those on small batch. They have them. I think I saw them there, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're looking for them, smallbatchcigar.com has them. They also have the Davidoff Ear the Rat too, and the Pony Express, which Dave was talking about earlier. You know what? It's weird. I'm a big fan of box press cigars. Whatever it does to it,
Me too.
I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, and you know what I was thinking about the other day? I'm a big fan of 10 count cigar boxes.
It's an easy
the 15
purchase,
for that Pony Express was cool, but yeah, you can't avoid, like, if you want a 5-pack, you're gonna get the 10 count box.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Crux does a good job with that. And then some of these like Cigar Dojo and, a lot of them are 10 count. It just works out where it's like, 10 count, $100 I'm in, free shipping.
Yeah.
I'm in $100. Take my money.
Absolutely.
And for some reason, Dom is not a box/bundle buyer.
For some reason, I don't have a humidor to hold all of it. I've got 100 count humidor bags.
Why? But you act like there is no way to expand that. $12
right.
and some Boveda packs.
$12 for a giant coolador?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, California
it's
prices.
$15 by me.
No
You'll
way.
need a
$15
fucking
at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll need fucking Yeti.
I'm thinking like Yeti prices. I spend throw like 300 down. I'm not sure how much a Yeti is actually. Oh, that's a game changer.
Dude, it really is. And I mean, this one holds, I don't know, maybe 30 to 35 boxes. Not all 10 counts.
Oh.
Yeah, your buying habits are like a freshman in high school.
Yeah, I mean, they are. I get that. I understand. However, still, I would like to smoke the cigars I have, but I can't unless I go to a lounge every time to smoke. Because I have no place to smoke around me.
I forgot cigars go bad. Oh, wait, no, they don't. They usually get better. Unless you're buying for your own anniversaries.
I just want a place to smoke. I want a backyard.
So stop buying these Greta Van Fleet posters and start investing in a nice cooler. Or Tupperware. Or borrow your mom's Tupperware.
I feel like if you got creative enough with plastic, I think you could find a way to make a chimney that goes outside your window.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's allowed to smoke in your apartments, but not in the common areas. So I just put my fan on high blast in my room.
Smoke in your bathroom and turn the light on, or the fan.
Smoking in the boys' room. I have no fan. It gets so muggy in there. If you take a crap and then take a shower, bad news. Bad news bears.
Oh my stars.
It's sultry, dude. Word of the day.
Wait, that's not sultry.
So okay. Well, here's the thing. What does sultry mean? Two definitions, right?
Sure.
It can mean very hot, muggy, or like desirable in a sensual way. Yes?
Oh, I didn't know about the first one.
Oh, well, anyway, end of Huck Finn.
Here we go.
What are you doing? You just turned your camera on now. What are you, naked the whole time? But Huck Finn gets caught in a lie, so he goes and hides underneath the bed. And he's sweating.
The waist down.
He's sweating. He says, "Oh man, it was getting sultry in here." And a student asks, "Well, what does sultry mean?" And I did the logical thing as being a spelling teacher and said, "Use your sources. Check the dictionary under your desk." So they pulled it out.
Sick burn down.
They find it and I say, "Okay, go ahead and read it to the class." And they read both definitions. And it took like 2 minutes to calm down the class from just yelping and wallering and whatnot.
You did that to yourself.
Yeah, no, I did. I should have just stopped and thunk it out. My goodness.
Ever since somebody brought it to my attention that Winnie the Pooh wears just a shirt and no bottoms, I can't stop thinking about that.
Dave, that's actually Moo Cow's question of the week. Are you sporting the known Dave podcast attire?
No. I'm fully clothed right now because my family from Louisiana just drove up a few minutes before we started.
Well,
no, great. Now we feel bad.
It'd be awkward. Yeah.
Well, you're not doing this in the bathroom?
No. No, I'm in the car in the garage because I know from trying to do this before in the garage where I could actually smoke, if I could taste anything, that it would be all echoey, and I can't do that to your listeners. So I'm in the car.
Our listener.
Is that where you go to sing? when you just got a whale?
Oh, you know what's funny? So I don't sing like
What?
ever.
You
know,
don't
some
know
people,
music?
like,
Oh, you don't
they
like
sing
music?
and they're private. You know. Well, I like music. It's in one ear out the other. My wife and kids can sing along with the music, and I cannot, for the life of me, like karaoke night without the words on screen. It does not come to my. I have no audio recall. It's so weird.
You went a little bit robot.
But my daughter, oh, dang, she thinks she sings really well, and it's so funny. She'll see something and it's kind of off, and she'll look at me. She'll be like, "I can sing so good."
Oh, that's why. Get that. What is that? It wasn't Rock Band. No, it was Rock Band. Guitar Hero rocked. Rock Band was second. But they had like a version where you could sing and it would tell you if you're on key or not. That probably ruined some people's lives.
You gotta get her auto-tuned.
Yeah.
Sound like T-Pain.
She really believes it. She came in last week and she was like, "None of my friends can sing, but I'm awesome at singing."
Great.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's weird. I love to sing, but I can't sing. So that's like a cruel punishment. I was born without the ability to sing good, but I love to sing. I sing all the time.
Oh, man.
That's like, I don't know. It's not right.
That's rough.
Hey, Dave. Sean, Run to Smoke on Instagram for any listeners, wants to know your phrase "burn to learn." Did it come from a deep-seated life as an arsonist?
No, so it actually came from I was trying to explain to somebody that you got to make sure that your cigars aren't witches, and they didn't know what I meant, and I was like, you set them on fire.
Gotta burn to learn.
And then somewhere that conversation I was like, you gotta burn to learn, and then I was like, wait a second, that actually could be applied to something useful.
My goodness.
But yeah, I've not found a single witch in my cigars yet.
That's brilliant.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
Moses uses that quite a bit at events.
Yep.
Nice.
You gotta burn to learn.
It makes so much sense, man. It's tiring seeing people down cigars that they've never smoked before, just because of the brand or the perception or whatever it is. Unless it's Alec Bradley. I think it's totally cool to hate on Alec Bradley.
Whoa, hey.
Don't fire smoke!
I was waiting for
flames.
No, I just think it's so immature, If being cool means that you have to leave some doors unopened, then I don't think that's right. I think the cool thing is to try everything and see what you like and go from there.
You sound like a pansexual. You guys heard of pansexual?
No, tell me about this.
When I was in college, I was filling out it was a survey or something, and asked was it gender or sex? I don't remember. It's gotta be sex. And it had like 30 different choices. But pansexual I thought was funny because it's like, oh, I cook with pans. But I guess it just means you're pretty much down for anything.
Not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity.
Yeah, you're just open all the doors.
Well, that's probably a very happy individual at the end of the day.
I guess. You
gotta burn to learn.
Unless all the doors they open suck. Man.
Burn to learn.
Yeah.
Do you still have the famed spice box?
Yeah. I found the box. And I need to add to it, man. I was actually thinking the other day, like saffron.
Dude,
I don't know what saffron.
Oh, it's expensive.
Like.
Coriander.
Expensive.
Yeah, now coriander. I have coriander. I've got cardamom in there. Yeah, but cardamom being in the Middle East was an eye opener because they put it in their tea, they put it in their coffee, they put it in everything. So that was a little easier, but yeah, I need to start adding more stuff to it, man, because I hate it when, especially in a warped cigar, half the time there's some spice in there that I can't, for the life of me, figure out. Need to bring it back, add to it.
We would love to see pictures of that.
All right, I'll get some more little vials and I'll beef it up a little bit. Take some pictures for you.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Instagram pic of the week. Get out your cell phones. Username Gianni. That's Gianni Dallerta. Dalerta.
Got him.
Okay, so as of posting this, I'm not sure how recent the photo is. Smoking an Ashton VSG. I think it was last week or the week before we talked about ash game, different things you can do with ash. This this ash has has a good lilt to it. Have you you guys smoke cigars that just woo goes one way or another? My God.
I don't let it get to that point.
Yeah, that's the hard part for sure. That's impressive.
It's impressive, yeah. That's commitment. I don't know if he's. Do you think he's smoking it straight down? Like he ducks his head down between his legs to smoke that to keep it. That's the only thing I can think of.
No,
you can't go from holding that straight up to then just taking it down for a picture. He's gonna be smoking that between his legs.
I think he's holding it upside down and he's taking it to his head upside down.
You didn't reach out to him?
I didn't. Should I start doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a follower. Hey, we talked about your picture. Oh, all right.
It'd be so cool if we could call him up, like get you a producer, and like make him call him.
You know what, Tyler? Best idea ever, because we're gonna start hitting these people up. Because the next cigar picture of the day, the cigar Madame. You may have heard of her. The THE cigar Madame MADAME. Smoking a Vegas 5, but the ash is doing the same thing.
Well, I see the Cinco Vegas. By the way, it's Cinco Vegas in cultured circles, just so you know.
Yeah. Well,
there it is. I see it.
Because you know that he's the CI king.
Yeah.
I'm all about those quesadillas.
Limitata.
Right. But no, speaking of, whoa, tatas, scoop in there, swoop. Check out that lilt. You gotta go past the cleavage. Just look at the ash, man. That thing is going wonkers sideways.
Yeah.
If that started happening to my cigar, I would ash it. I wouldn't think about taking a picture, honestly.
Well, her first picture is just a picture of her. And so when you said 5 Vegas, I was like, is that really? Did you zoom in all the way to see what that was? That's dedication.
You zoomed in all the way.
I'm just trying to get up on the social media trends. What are
That's good.
The cigar?
She smokes those a lot.
Does she? I see a Oh, it's a Hoya.
She got the Ave Marias.
Ave Maria. Southern Draw. No, she smokes Southern Draw. Ooh.
Oh, she's part of the luxury cigar club.
She smokes Espinosa too.
Oh, there you go.
Dave, Dave and Tyler, have you guys noticed any change in Espinosa cigars? Has their quality gone up in terms of construction? Because the flavors I've always dug, but the construction has been the one thing holding me back. Kind of like not Alec Bradley. Cornelius Anthony.
Sorry. Well, I mean, they were made at Espinosa, except for the Cornelia and the original, I think.
Well, there's the
But
facts.
I don't know, man. I kind of stopped smoking through a lot of Espinosa. I was just getting tunneling issues, like 2 times out of a 5-pack. It was really starting to annoy me. But they may be better. I kind of don't want to get burnt again to find out. But I'm the same way. I always really liked a lot of the flavors.
I don't want to. Yeah, go ahead, Tyler.
No, I've noticed it. We carry Espinosa, so I think they're really good cigars. I know some of the stuff that with the Espinosa name is made at AJ, so but like the protocol stuff has always been good to me. I have never tried Pure 28. Yeah, I think Hector does some good blends over there, Hector Alfonso. So I'm a fan of Espinosa. Yeah.
I did want to bring up Protocol because their new Sir Robert Peel. Like I've said, I've only had the 2 from the trade show, but I'm looking to buy more.
Now, which one do you prefer, the natural or Maduro?
I think I lean more Maduro, but it was like 2 weeks between both of them.
Did you see their latest release? The their newest one. It's called Confidential Informant or something like that.
No.
It comes in like a VHS case. It's going to be released at Cigar International's brick and mortar shops.
I did not.
Yeah, Confidential Informant. They did a little video and a little promo. It was pretty funny. But if I was them, I'd come up with a cigar called Mitigating Circumstances. I always hear that in Forensic File.
That'd be awesome.
So, did you see? Oh, speaking of Cigar Dojo, they're coming out with the Alec Bradley Dojo Leap Year cigar. So
yes, they are.
Yeah.
And then we got the
concept.
We got the new Fine and Rares. They're like $22. But they're box pressed and they look really good. So I might have to burn the learn and try one.
I'm really curious what you think because I've been looking at them too. I saw them in a shop and I was like, damn, these look really good.
They do, but they use like 10 different tobaccos in them, which is always kind of I'm always weary of a Puro or a something with a lot of different stuff, you know.
Eclectic, an amalgamation. It's a Frankenstein cigar.
Yeah, sure. I would think my favorite Puro, when I've seen that you smoked it, is that Aladino Corojo Reserva.
Oh God, yeah,
that's a great cigar. I tried that Corona size in Honduras when I was at their factory. That's a great cigar.
Nice. I'll have to try the Corona one.
You know, they made 1,000
that
boxes.
Robusto is phenomenal. Oh, really?
Yeah. Small batch has them. The Robusto is fantastic. I like it a lot better than the Toro. The Toro's good. The Robusto is a whole nother level. It's really, really good.
Yeah. That Robusto is that's magical.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a Robusto that burns like a Toro, like, because that stuff is so well aged that cigar just burns really slow, and you get some time out of it. And I'm a fast smoker.
I'm glad you mentioned the Toro because I was looking at the Toros and I thought I liked the Robusto. That extra length, maybe it'd burn a little bit cooler, even though the Robusto already burns cool.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be a little better, but I didn't try it, so I'm glad to know you like the Robusto better still.
Yeah, the Toro takes away some of the intensity you get from it.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty close to full strength, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're good. Really good.
Hey, Dave, did you smoke any of the Saints and Sinners kit?
No. It's a shame because I don't know how many of those little kits I have now, and I never think about picking one up to smoke it.
Unbelievable. All right.
It's weird. I know.
Okay,
I look at it, I'm like,
Anybody listening, we're going to hopefully be giving our opinions rating-wise in 2 weeks, a week, 3 weeks.
I've been taking notes.
I've got one more to go.
I'm gonna smoke the another pack of them. So I'm
That's
gonna smoke
actually-
2 packs.
I think the number 5 is going to be one of my Thanksgiving smokes, but like early before I start eating food and stuff in my face.
The light colored one, I had a really tough draw on it, so I can't wait to try that one again.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try it again.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
I did take notes. I'm just letting you know the draw. I struggled a little bit on it.
Wait, you're smoking through 2 packs, 2 fivers?
Yeah, why not?
Good for you. I smoke through 1. My least favorite, I smoke again, and I start resting the others for at least a month.
I lost you guys for about a minute there.
We're just
If you were to
dancing.
smoke for one of these out of this pack, which year is it and which one should I grab?
That's a
I haven't smoked number 5 yet, so I can't just throw that out.
the one with the pigtail is really, really good.
Okay.
Wait, which one was
And
that?
that's the
What's
2019
number?
one?
That was
Yeah,
was that,
2019.
was that the 3?
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh, tell me it's not the 3.
I think it's like a perfecto-ish size. It tapers on the bottom.
I didn't write details about the shape. I just wrote the numbers.
Okay, well, you can look them up again. You have another kit or another 5-pack.
So Dave, hot take, dude. Oh, that was decimal level 11. Dave, hot take. My favorite so far was the first one, number 1,
Okay.
but only
Cool.
smoking through 4. So
Okay. All right. I'll give it a whirl then. I don't know, something about it, man. Maybe that just proves how susceptible I am to a band. I don't know. It just doesn't, like, I see them in the drawer, and it just doesn't have the appeal. There's always something else. I'm like, oh, I'll grab that.
I think what I like about these, in particular, is they have the orange highlight instead of the red.
Yeah.
And for some reason, October, November feels like Tatuaje season to me.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I
Okay.
rest these a year, next year I'm finishing this whole pack.
Nice.
That's my goal.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just don't smoke a lot of Tatuaje anymore. Weird.
That's a sin.
Yeah, I can't say the last one I smoked, actually. I don't know.
The potluck, if you ever get your hands on some of the potlucks, the tender chop is phenomenal.
Did you try the CQ2?
Yes, I like that one a lot.
Ah!
Nice.
Screw you
That's
guys.
the one I was really tempted to try.
Little Boris was really good too. Little Boris is probably the best cigar I smoked the last 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
C-
it was
CQ2
magical.
CQ2 was the Mission Pipe one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You went to
and
their shop.
I live like real close to them, and I didn't get any because I'm stupid.
You're a chooch.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, the one was crazy good. I don't know. I have a problem though. Like the TAAs, I just feel are so damn good from them. Like the 16s, 14s, 17s. I don't know. When I think of Tatuaje, just that's all I really want to pull.
Broadleaf. Yeah. This year was
Yeah.
San Andreas. Next year is going to be Sumatra.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this year's. Did you like it?
I have to revisit it. I've only had 2 when they first came out, so I kind of go with Viaje. I know that the TAAs need to sit a little bit, so I'm going to try that. I'll revisit that probably in the next week or so.
I thought it was
Yeah,
okay,
I'm curious.
but I've had one, and I think it needed burn corrections. But also, Tatuaje, I feel like is a brand that I enjoy aging for a few months to a year.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have a cigar and you hold it for 2 months, that's resting. I don't think that's aging. Aging, I think minimum 6 months.
Well,
Ooh, that's even a hot take. A lot of people want to say a year, don't they?
Yeah,
Like a
I was.
13-month clock.
resting versus aging.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
That's good.
insult Dom too much with his 20 count desktop humidor, where he's got his Ron Mexico's
Can't
in
wait
there
to punch you in the
resting.
face next time I see you. Well, all out brawl.
That would be nice.
As long as
Cigar noise,
I gotta
boys, throw down.
Stop.
Oh no.
Stay on top.
Do you have an analogy for us? Because Daddy's got to go to bed soon.
Yeah. Analogy. Harking back to that hug talk. Very sensitive for me. But erectile dysfunction commercials. Oftentimes I'm at a lounge watching a game and boop, here comes a well, I don't know if boop is right. It should be like boo. Erectile dysfunction commercial. Like if that were a cigar, what would they be?
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Are we gonna hurt some feelings tonight? Is that what this is about to be?
About to wreck some hearts and souls.
It'd be a nub 4x60.
but which nub?
Safe.
Cameroon.
Oh man.
Have you seen the cigar called Chub? And it looks like a nub. It's called Chub.
I have not, no. Okay. But the Nub Habano is my least favorite cigar in existence. And one dude legit gave me like a 5-pack, and he's like, "You have to try these." And I was like, "No, I think like maybe you should try more of them and just enjoy them, And I got too many cigars to smoke, and he's like, "No, man, like you really need to try." And I was like, "I've tried them before, not really my thing." And he's like, "Just try more of them. You're gonna love them."
Oh my Lord!
It's like a 10-minute conversation, and at the end, I ended up taking them home, and I thought maybe I was wrong. So I smoked another one, and that was my ED moment in life.
Dave, you're my hero.
The nub.
They made that pumpkin cigar that was absolutely terrible.
CAO made a pumpkin one too.
I never tried.
Why?
I don't know, man.
The people that buy pumpkin spice lattes, yes, that's a popular market, but I feel like it's not the same as the cigar market. I don't know anything.
Have you thought more about the bees as well? The bees and smoke? Because every time I see bees and I smoke, you're right, they come to the smoke.
Yeah, no, I still get that when I smoke outside.
Yeah, they're not being abused by smoke. I think it's their drug.
No, they're into it. I'm sure I want to make
do it hardcore, man.
When I'm married, I've got grandkids, and I'm just retired, I'm gonna start a bee farm. I'm just gonna sit in a field of bees all day smoking cigars, and then that sweet honey they make, just full body,
nectar of the gods,
strength. Oh, sell that for. I'm gonna dip cigars in it, sell the tips, sweet tip.
I love the one erectile dysfunction or whatever the fuck it is, ED, where they're sitting in the tub overlooking like the mountains or overlooking a valley. I think that's Cialis or something. Or is that
No, Cialis, like the portable tub that just has legs on it and whatnot.
Yeah,
just sitting out there.
Just sitting out there soaking, man.
Like how dirty does that thing get? You got birds pooping in there probably during the year. Nice commercial, punks.
Soaking your sack.
Have you all seen all the Shaq commercials lately?
No, I don't.
What?
The Shaquille O'Neal commercials. He's 10 different commercials in the last couple of days. He's selling something new to me every time I see him.
Oh my Lord.
No, okay, I get blown up by Manscaping ads. Like, shave your balls. These are the tools. Like, I think it's on TV, not just my, social media. I don't know if that says anything about what I search.
It does.
Dude, you want to hear a crazy story?
Yes.
Yeah. For any of your audience that made it this far, they get the most embarrassing story I can think of. So, I was on Facebook and I see the Manscaping ad, and it's like, nick your sack, money, and I'm, yes, finally, it's just such a pain. It's a pain in the balls, literally. And so I just imagined myself just willy-nilly being able to shave without, cutting myself to ribbons. Anyway, I buy this stuff, and
nice.
it comes in the mail, and I don't use it because I forgot about it. I ordered it to the house, and I was in Afghanistan, and so I got back, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And it comes with like a really cool, like, it looks like a newspaper, but it's a sheet you put down so you can, like, you know, do all your business and then throw all the hair away. Kind of neat. So I look at it, I'm like, damn, this is cool shit. I'm not going to nick my sack or I'll get my money back, right? It's going through my head. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to charge this thing. So I plug it up to charge it, right? And I'm so excited. And I go in the living room to watch TV, and my daughter comes running in and says something unintelligible, and I'm like, and I hear my son telling my wife that Piper, she's doing something she shouldn't be doing. So we just go walking back there like, what's going on? She took this ball trimmer and shaved her head to the scalp.
No!
I'm talking like not cutting off from the ends of her hair. She started right in the middle of her scalp. And as we saw her, she was just staring into space, holding that thing just right against her scalp, going along. And it's just now growing back to make it look like we tried to cut her hair and we suck at it, you know?
Oh, man.
But, I mean, she, right in the dead center of her head, went down to scalp. And I got to say, it did not cut her scalp, you know? If she's going to shave her head. No. But if she's going to shave her head, I'm glad that I got her the sack nicking.
Oh, God.
One, this, you know, the really harsh one.
That's fantastic.
Wow. Yeah. I did not tell my wife what that thing was. I just said, beard trimmer.
Yeah, it's a flashlight, not a flashlight. No.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, my laptop is going to die. So, Dave, we got to end this. Thank you so much for making time.
Thank you, guys.
Nice to finally talk to you, and have a good Thanksgiving. Thanks for you know, with your family coming down and everything. So appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys. It's just really awesome to chat with y'all any way, shape, or form.
Appreciate it, man. Rock and roll.
Later, dudes.